The summer in between 4th and 5th grade, I grew 4 inches, which sounds awesome in theory, but it was actually terrible. None of my clothes or my shoes fit, I had terrible growing pains in my ankles and knees, and I was hungry all the time. I remember being on vacation in Colorado that summer, and my parents didn't believe me when I said I was hungry. I was making 2 sandwiches for lunch, and I was still out eating my dad at dinner. My body needed all the extra fuel to help me grow. And in children and adolescents, we know that being hungry often means you're growing. Jesus asks God to provide daily bread right after asking God's kingdom to come and God's will to be done. This may seem like a huge shift in topic, but I actually think praying for nourishment is right in line with recognizing God's kingdom work and God's will. Asking God to bring us daily bread serves as a reminder that everything we have in this life is a direct result of God's provision. The Israelites in the wilderness were completely dependent on God bringing daily bread in the form of manna each morning. Most of us don't know what it's like to experience a food shortage or wonder where our next meal will come from. But praying this line reminds us to thank God for providing us with all the necessary resources to live, such as food, water, and shelter. Daily bread can also be extended metaphorically to mean Jesus. We learn in John 6 that Jesus is the bread of life. Engaging in relationship with Jesus each and every day is a way to spiritually fill us up in order to grow and to go out into the world and have the energy to participate in the will of God. There are some church traditions that recite the Lord's Prayer before they take communion together, to remember that Jesus is our bread and that we are the body and blood of Christ in the world. Give us this day our daily bread is a powerful request to be filled with all the fullness of God every single day. Asking God to provide nourishment is another way of saying, I am hungry, I want to grow. Fill me up so I can go. I just realized that rhymed. Fortunately for us, God always provides in abundant measure. We will never know scarcity in the kingdom of God.